Walmart sucks. Fuck it, 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 fuck them. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Walmart. I would rather eat glass than shop at Walmart. I would rather staple my balls to the ceiling than shop at Walmart. It is an absolute garbage store that I refuse to give my money to, and here's why you should do the same. Now, I don't want to generalize, but it feels like pretty much every Walmart employee has a stick up their ass. They get annoyed at you by just approaching them to ask where the shower curtains are. Like, dude, your job here is to help customers. Don't act inconvenienced when somebody's asking you to do the very thing that you signed up to do. I'm not saying you have to walk around with like a fake kiss-ass smile on your face all day, but just tell me where the thing is that I'm looking for and carry on with your day. There's really not much to it. And, you know, this kind of attitude is stupid on its own, but there was one interaction I had with a Walmart employee about a year ago which stood out to me more than anything with how ridiculous it was. Basically, if you watch the video about me getting scammed buying a car, when I eventually decided to resell the car, the guy that bought it off me sent some of the money through Western Union, which usually has offices located at Walmarts, and so I go to my local Walmart to collect the money. I go up to their customer service desk since that's where they usually do all the Western Union stuff, and there's an employee sitting there. Now, in order to receive a money order from Western Union, you need to provide a photo ID and a tracking number for the order. That's it. It literally says so on their website. So the woman behind the counter asked me for my ID and the tracking number, which I gave her, and then out of nowhere proceeds to ask me for the name of the sender. Now here's the thing. The guy that I sold the car to, I only talked to him for like 15 minutes about transferring the car titles and everything. I didn't memorize his name because, well, this was just a random person I was selling my car to. I wasn't going to be talking with him for a long period of time. I did have his name written down on my phone, however, and so I started looking at my phone to find it, and this woman was suddenly like, you should know who it is. Like, she thought I was trying to commit fraud and steal somebody else's money order or something since I didn't know the guy's name. And she put on this whole condescending, confrontational attitude where she was all like, that's very suspicious, sir, and we don't want any fraud happening around here. Like, no, dumbass, I'm not trying to commit fraud. I just don't know the guy's name because I only met him for like 15 minutes. So I tell her the name that I had written down, to which this woman replies, nope. And I'm like, what do you mean, no? That's literally the guy's name. And she's like, nope, that's not the name we have on file. And at this point, I have no clue what to do. So I start saying the guy's last name, the longer version of his first name. But every time this woman would just be like, nope, in that stupid condescending tone she maintained ever since I didn't immediately remember the guy's name. Eventually, I texted the guy and asked him why the name he gave me wasn't working. And as it turns out, he sent the money under his middle name for some reason. So I tell them his middle name, and luckily it works, and she starts processing the money order on her computer. I explained to her that I was just receiving money for a car that I sold to some random dude, and I literally showed her the text we were sending to each other, but she was like, nope, it doesn't matter, you still look suspicious, and besides, the service is only for sending money to friends and family. Which, first of all, that's complete bullshit because Western Union doesn't specify what kind of people you can send money to. And second of all, you do realize there could be many reasons why somebody doesn't know the name of a money order sender, right? Maybe they have a nickname, and I was checking to see if they sent it under their nickname or their real name. Maybe their family said they would be sending me money, so I had to check which specific person was sending the money. Maybe I got, I don't know, bonked on the head on my way here and forgot the sender's name, so I had to take out my phone to look it up. There's many possible explanations, but it doesn't necessarily mean somebody's trying to commit fraud. So how about you stop trying to play Sherlock Holmes and just do your fucking job? She did give me the money at the end, you know, after everything was done processing, but still, this person literally accused me of fraud just because I didn't remember somebody's name. Great fucking company you guys have. Now this, combined with the shitty attitude of not all, because some of them are nice, but many Walmart employees, is annoying, but unfortunately kind of understandable considering the kind of company these people work for. Walmart is probably the poster child for shitty work environments, right up there with Amazon in the journalism industry. It's like these guys specifically want their employees to be miserable. I don't want to spend too much time on this because it's pretty much common knowledge, but the shitty wages, the anti-union propaganda, the overworking, or sometimes the intentional underworking until they're pressured into giving more hours, whatever the fuck this is, all go to show that people don't work at Walmart out of enjoyment. Frankly, as the biggest store in America, they should have better standards, and nobody should support them when they treat their employees like this. And finally, the main reason why I refuse to shop at Walmart. It might seem like a small thing, but it's actually so infuriating that it's worth bringing up. Apple Pay. Or lack thereof. Walmart is one of the only big stores in America that does not accept contactless payments. Whether it's Apple Pay or Google Pay or Samsung Pay or anything with NFC or even virtual mag stripes like what Samsung Pay used to do, Walmart explicitly refuses to accept it. I'm just gonna call it Apple Pay because that's what most people call it, but you know what I mean. The best part is that the terminals at Walmart literally have the technology installed to support it, but Walmart goes out of their way to disable it. Why, you may ask? Originally, I thought it was because they wanted to avoid any additional fees that come with using Apple Pay, but as it turns out, that's not true, because there are no additional fees to use Apple Pay as opposed to your regular card. And even if there was a fee, it probably only would have been like 0.5%. Like, are you seriously going to inconvenience so many people over 0.5%? Just add it on to the final price if you're such a greedy little bitch who wants to make a big deal over it. But anyway, the real reason they don't accept Apple Pay, and this is pretty fucking ridiculous, customer data. You see, when you make a payment through Apple Pay, a random credit card number is generated to protect the customer's privacy. You still give them the money, they just don't get any information about who it's coming from. But of course, Walmart decided to make a fuss about this because they like to use people's credit card data to track what they buy and then use that information for marketing purposes, and so they decided to force people to use their actual credit cards by not letting them use Apple Pay. They do have this thing called Walmart Pay, where you download their app, create an account, and add your card to it, and then scan a QR code at the checkout to pay through that, but it's still janky compared to just using Apple Pay, and let's be real, that shit probably tracks you even more than using a regular card would. So guess what? If you're gonna inconvenience your customers over some stupid marketing scheme and try to force me into giving up my data, then I'm simply not gonna shop at your stores. I haven't given Walmart a single penny in over a year now, and it's gonna stay that way until they fix their shit and start treating their workers and customers with basic decency. No wonder NYC refuses to let them open a store there. And frankly, more cities should do the same, because Walmart does have a reputation of hurting small businesses in the local area as well. So long story short, fuck Walmart, shop at Target.